We almost lost. Oh, my trike is dead. Oh no, Carl! Yep, this was a mistake. This was a mistake. Welcome to the flip side, and welcome to another episode of ARK Survival Evolved, single player hardcore edition. So, today is a special day, and also kind of a disappointing one. Here's the disappointing news first. I actually already recorded this video, and it was, if I do say so myself, one of the best videos I've ever made. That maybe is hyperbole, most likely is, but it was a pretty good video, but I didn't want to lie to you guys and just like fake that video didn't happen, because we did go and fight the brood mother in that video, and we won, but I'm not going to give details as to what happened. Okay, listen, nobody died, okay? We totally slaughtered it. It took a little bit longer than I thought it was going to, but we did beat it. But we're actually going to do the brood mother again so that we have it on camera. It was really, really disappointing that I lost the footage. What happened was I was rewiring my setup to get some wires away from our puppy, and I accidentally plugged the microphone, the wires from the soundboard going into my CPU. I accidentally plugged them into the wrong output from the soundboard, and so I had the video footage but lost all the audio. And instead of just commentating over that footage, I figured we would just go and fight the brood mother again and experience it together, as I could actually always use a little bit more element. And I was thinking that this time around we could do it on the beta difficulty just to spice things up that much more. So, we did almost lose a couple guys in that gamma fight, and so this beta one's gonna be a little bit scarier. Oh, I am in creative mode right now. I left the game on. Whenever I leave the game on for things to heal, I always pop into creative mode, because these guys, a lot of these guys were very close to death. And so I left it here for 4 hours because they regenerate health so slowly. And because I was not at the computer to check my dehydration and hunger, I always throw it on creative mode, so I don't die of hunger when I'm not at my computer. But I think the beta might be kind of a scary proposition. Just being completely honest with you guys, I'm not entirely sure how that's gonna go down for us because of how close we came to losing a couple of the guys in the gamma. But we're gonna give it a shot, all right? That is the penalty of not recording my audio properly. So what we have to do, though, is we have to go and get the artifacts that we need in order to do it again, which is all 3 of them. Crap. Okay, that's all right. That's all right. So what we'll do is, so I used a tickle chicken for one of them for the hunter artifact. How do we want to do this, guys? How do we want to do this? Do we just want to launch the battle from here? Because we could just do that. Since we technically got everything, we could just launch the battle again so that we don't have to take it. Let's just do that. Let's just launch it from here, since we already technically got the artifacts, and now I just want to show you guys what happened. So let's go ahead and do this. Crap. I don't want to call everyone that's not a tanner. I only want to call the tanners. Okay. Oh, jeez. Oh, no. I don't know who's here and who isn't. Okay, well, Jerry's come. Oh, my gosh. All right, well, we are just going to do the gamma. Oh, man. This is either going to go great or horribly. I have no idea. Hey, Jerry, I want to ride you, dude, since you're here. Excuse me, Jerry. Oh, my puppy's looking at me like, what the heck are you doing? Also, we got a puppy. Talk about that more in a little bit. All right, am I on? Let's do it. Again, so sorry that I messed up the audio on the last one, but here we go, the Broodmother battle. And we'll see, because I don't actually know who's joining us in this battle. I see our Triceratops is here. And, oh yeah, time to freaking go. All right, I will take out the small ones. Everybody else focus on the Broodmother. I'll work on these dudes. No. I said focus on the brood. Okay, fine. We'll all just focus on the Broodmother. See, this is about how it went last time, and we almost lost. Oh, my trike is dead. Oh no, Carl! Yep, this was a mistake. Dang it. Look how much health I'm losing. Crap, and Jerry's got 20,000 health. Freaking butts. This is the Gamma, right? Yeah, for sure. The bubble's good. The bubble's green, man. The bubble's green. All right, let's just, wow. Oh, we lost one. We lost a Therizinosaur. Oh, it's okay. That was our weakest one. That was like our very first one. That's all right. That leaves us room to breed some new ones. Come on, guys, before we lose anyone else. Come on. There we go. Woo! Okay, all right. Now, just to make it fair, since we went ahead and summoned that teleporter without going back and getting all the artifacts, I feel like it would be cheating for me to double up on the element and flags and trophies. And so I'm gonna go ahead and drop those, the ones we got now, so that we're not cheating the game by getting extra element, just because I wanted to show you guys the Broodmother fight. So that's why I'm going to drop that off. Obviously, it would be nicer if we kept that extra 20 element, but just want to be as fair as possible since this is supposed to be a hardcore mode. I don't want to do anything to compromise that, and I don't think summoning us to the boss arena is compromising to that at all, but I just want to be fair. So there we go. That was the Broodmother battle that you guys missed last episode, and last episode we didn't summon it. We trucked all of our Tanners all the way over to the green obelisk. I made a bunch of cryopods for that, and it was a Peter, where are you going, dude? Gee whiz. I made 20 cryopods to be able to take all of our Tanners over, even though we only have 17 Tanners currently. But I brought them all to the green obelisk. We did the Broodmother fight, and then we all came back, and it was just a wonderful time. And I actually got a chibi since the holiday was ending. The holiday event was ending. We went ahead and we did get ourselves a chibi, and it is like the lamest chibi. He's so horrifying. I was kind of hoping for a chibi direwolf for my to coincide with the arrival of my baby puppy, but alas, no such luck for the Jakester to get a direwolf chibi. But it is what it is. But I guess we can talk a little bit about next steps, which, well, obviously next steps is going to be, okay, you are jammed up in there, so let's, woo! I don't know which one you are, but you took some heat, didn't you, big guy? Or big girl? Not big guy. Is that Terry? Yeah, man. Terry almost died. Wow, we almost lost a bunch of these guys. All right, we gotta health you guys up for the Gigantopithecus, because he's got that knockback, so you have to be able to take a little bit of punishment as you get knocked back and then have to go back towards him and get knocked back again. It's a vicious cycle, really, so we gotta make sure everyone's health. The goal I'm shooting for is about 15,000 health on everybody, and then focusing on melee damage after that. But so next steps, obviously, going to be going and getting ourselves the artifacts that we need to go fight the Gigantopithecus, and I believe, off the top of my head, I could be mistaken, but I believe that some of those artifacts are the underwater artifacts, and those are the rough ones. Another thing that happened, I don't think it happened in the last episode. I think I might have already discussed this in a previous episode, but We did lose Nancy, our megalodon, to a wild megalodon that swam in and murdered her. We all miss her very much. Requiescat in pace, Nancy. But let me tell you guys a little bit. Another reason I'm kind of disappointed that the last video that I screwed up the audio on the last video is Sarah and I actually found out while I was recording. She came home from work and let me know while we were recording that our puppy that we were going to go get today was actually available yesterday for us to go pick up. So we got to find out together from the breeder during the video that we were only about 30 minutes away from going to pick up our puppy. And so we were just jumping all over the walls. We were so excited, yeah, because she came in and kind of joined part of the Let's Play. And we were just talking about how excited we were for our puppy, and yeah. So when I found out that the audio didn't record, I was so bummed because I even told Sarah after we picked up Tally, which is the name of our puppy. I told her, I'm like, it's so cool because the moment we found out that we got to get her early, we have it recorded, but we don't. we don't. So that was kind of a bummer when we found that out, but. It is not the first time that I've accidentally screwed up a recording, and it won't be the last time. When you record, or I guess when you have recorded thousands and thousands of videos, it's impossible not to screw up on a couple of them. And I've screwed up on way worse ones than this. There have been videos, this hasn't happened too often, but it's certainly happened where we had a group of people get together on location to shoot a live action video, and when I came home I accidentally formatted the memory card before I got the footage off. Or we found out that the footage was all shot in the wrong setting, and so it looks super horrible. Like, that kind of stuff happens, and that's really the worst when it affects a bunch of other people's schedules and they have to reschedule and replan on coming out to help you. Grant, and mind you, these are all people who are working volunteer only to just help us out with videos. And when we screw those up so they have to do it again, that always feels terrible. And then this game is kind of a frustrating one to make that mistake with, specifically because this game has no save points. And so it's not like I could just reload a previous save, because sometimes when we're doing like a story-based game, I'll make a save right before I start recording, just in case something happens with the recording. I could always roll the game back to that save, and then it would just record it again, right? So maybe I miss out on a couple of the jokes that I thought were extra funny or whatever, but you can still record again. With ARK, there's no save spots. And so it's not like we can just back up and re-record the Broodmother battle for the first time. And so it's always a bummer with ARK when you lose like a boss battle or a baby being born or something like that, because those are things you can't get again. It's just like real life, really. No save points in real life. It just keeps on ticking. On and on and on it goes. And if you miss it, nobody knows. I don't think that's the saying. But you know what? That's what we're rolling with. But yeah, guys, having a puppy has just been wonderful. So somebody asked in a previous video, man, am I over encumbered? That's it. I think I'll just pot her and pop her back out. Somebody asked in a previous video, I'm not sure if it was on our vlog channel or this channel, what happened to our other dog, Rexy? And I think that's pretty common knowledge, but in case it's not, Sarah and I got a dog when we first got married. His name was Rexy. He was a pit terrier, and he was 6 months old, and we got him like 4 or 5 months after the two of us got married, and we were in way over our heads. Like, we were so not ready for a dog. Not only were we just not ready for the responsibility because both of us were working full-time, and we did not have a house with a yard that he could be in. And so we just weren't really physically ready in terms of financially and a location for the dog and all this stuff. But emotionally, we weren't ready either, because Sarah and I were still getting to know each other. We only got married 6 months after we met. And so like 5 or 6 months into our marriage, we're still in the first year of knowing each other. And then we had this puppy who was just crazy all over the walls constantly. And hold on, where do I make the trophy? Is that in here? There it is. I need cementing paste and wood. That's pretty easy. And so now we have this dog that's just jumping all over the walls constantly, climbing up and down things, biting everything. And we just couldn't give each other the attention we wanted to at the beginning of our relationship. So we ended up rehoming Rexy. And that was a really hard for us, a hard lesson to learn, because we realized that we did not think through properly the consequences of our decision of adopting a dog and bringing that baby boy into our house. And we felt horrible about it, about having to rehome him, like just genuinely terrible. But I think there's an invisible tree right here. I could be mistaken, but I think I'm running into a tree. Let me see. Yep, look at that. I just, my spidey senses were tingling. I had a darn good feeling that there was something there that we were, and I still can't run there. Okay, fantastic. Way to be glitchy, ARK. Way to be glitchy. Let's go ahead and throw up our spider trophy. Just go ahead and throw it. Ha ha! Brilliant. And then the flag. Where? I have the flag somewhere, right? Or did I not? But anyway, this time we were a little bit nervous just because of that experience we had, and we're like, okay, are we ready for this? But we were really, really diligent in thinking through all the consequences, spending a lot of time in prayer about it, and we were just so excited. We felt so confident about getting another doggo, and I will tell you, there's just zero regrets. Just zero regrets. She is a beautiful, beautiful doggo. She is a golden doodle. Man, I'm just almost had a stroke just trying to organize these things and talk at the same time. But we could not be happier with the fact that we got her. And the first night that we had with her went really, really well. And even though she's only 9 weeks old, which is a baby, she's just a babby, like a real baby. She's just so good, and she's so loving, and she's very, very cuddly, which Sarah and I both appreciate very much. And we're just so excited, man. We're so excited. But enough talk about the doggo, because you guys are coming here to this video and you're like, dude, the heck is going on? I came here for some dinosaur carnage, and you're talking about a puppy. Well, apologies to you, sir, who feel slighted, or you, ma'am, who feel annoyed. Listen, this channel maybe doesn't bear my name on it anymore as it used to, but you could just get used to it, because basically we talk about life more than we talk about the actual games we're playing. Okay, so what we've got to do here is find out what ARK Gigantopithecus, not spawn command. We need tribute list. We need a tribute list, because I don't know what we need for this guy. Okay, so we need Artifact of the Brute. Ooh, that's a hard one. Devourer, we've got that. And Artifact of the Pack, and that one sucks. There's a lot of underwater parts for that one, if I'm remembering correctly. Yes. Okay, that is where I was thinking. Okay, Cave Inches is 68.2 by 56.2. 68.2 by 58.2, is that it? 68.2 by 56.2. 6.2, and this is the pack. And this is the monkey, so we'll go blue for monkey. All right, next one. We've got the Devour, which I think we have. I'm almost positive, but we'll go double check in the crate here. And then this guy is at 53.6 by 10.5. 53.6, 10.5. And this one is all the way over here. Yep. Oh, that one sucks. You have to be underwater for a heck of a long time. We're going to have to tame something really good for that. Like a... I don't even know. Okay, let's check. Do we have the Devourer? I'm almost positive we do. That's it, right? Very good. Okay, so we only have 2 artifacts that we have to go and get. But both of them require underwaterness. Well, our tanners can go underwater, but it's not their natural habitat for sure. Could probably get away with the tanners. Like with Thor. It's probably my best bet to take on that cave just because he's so OP. But when those piranhas in there start swarming, that could be really problematic. And the Baryonyx, if we can get a good Baryonyx, he's got that spin move which can stun everything. So if we're being chased by piranhas, that could really save our skins. So I think we are gonna have to go and try to hunt down a Baryonyx. It just seems like the only course of action for us right now. Or a Sarco. Could do a Sarco. They could be pretty OP. They're not quite as nimble as a Baryonyx, especially once we get on land. I mean, they're okay, but comparatively, they're not as versatile as the Baryonyx. And actually, on our other server, on our original server, I did the entire Artifact of the Brute run with the Baryonyx. Now, with these normal settings, I don't know if I would be able to actually pull that off, because I'm probably going to need water creatures for it. But maybe, just maybe. But let's go ahead and look around for a Baryonyx. You never know. Maybe we'll be surprised and we can find something really good. Baryonyxes, thankfully, pretty easy to find, at least in terms of finding them. Now, finding a good one, obviously, could be a whole other story. Okay, we're being chased by a Megalodon. It's okay. As established in prior videos, a Megalodon can't touch the Tickle Chicken. I have no idea why. I have no idea how. But we will outrun all of them, and it will feel, oh, so good. So I was curious, though, how recording was going to go today, because the second day with our dog, first full day, and she's sleeping right here on her bed right next to me. And she's tuckered out. And I was wondering, through all of my recording and my talking and my inflections and my ups and downs of vocal acrobatics that I do, what's she going to be able to sleep through it? Or is she going to freak out? Or is she just going to get really excited and want to play as soon as she hears me being excited? And thankfully, she has been totally cool. Super, super chilled out this entire time. She's completely been asleep. But hold on, let me text Monty back. Monty just texted me. He's going to come and see the puppers. All right, fantastic. So I'm just giving him the green light to head on over when he's ready, and we are going to go and find ourselves a Baryonyx. That is really awesome. The sunset, or wow, I'm an idiot. The moon setting. That is not the sun, Jacob. The sun is yellow, and that is white and gray. What am I thinking? I wasn't thinking. That's the truth. That's the truth. I just wasn't. All right, so we've got our Ascendant long neck rifle now that we got from a supply drop. Yep. So we should be pretty solid in terms of actually being able to tame the Baryonyx. If we can find it. Is that a Baryonyx? No, that looks like a Carno. Oh, no, it is. Female 36. I can't go and do cave runs with a level 36 Baryonyx. If I could, I would, but I just can't. So, just kill him and hope that another one spawns here sometime soonish. Okay, level 12. So we're just gonna go and start walking through the swamps. Like I said, thankfully pretty easy to find Baryonyxes, but finding a good one can be a bit on the tricky side occasionally. But let's go ahead and get some fish meat, actually. As I am always forgetting that you can only tame baryonyxes with fish meat. And then it's unconscious, and we've thrown food in it, and we're waiting. We're like, why is this not working? Oh, right. It's got to be fishies. All right, let's kill this guy. We've got a chibi, so we can start leveling up a little bit. This should be easy pickings for Thor. There we go. Attaboy. You're so good. You're so good, Thor. Such a good boy. Oh, I hear more raptors. Oh, they're eating their friend. Wow, that is gruesome. You guys are too sick to be left alive. All right, I'm sorry. I don't make the rules. I just enforce them. I should put that on a t-shirt. I say it enough times. I feel like I should throw it on there for a t-shirt. I also want to make. Okay, I found in my notes section of my phone a bunch of t-shirt ideas, like a bunch. And I was reading through them, like, dang, these are actually really good t-shirt ideas. I should make them, and so I think I'm going to. I think I'm gonna make them. It's been a long time since we've had new merch. And I'm actually in the process of making a bunch of merch for a trampoline park that I work at for Defy. Making them new merch right now, so I'm kind of in the merch mode. So maybe I'll just turn around and make a bunch of Flipsider merch when I'm done with their stuff. Okay, that's a Sally. Obviously needs to die. Beezle Boofoo. Alright, if we find a level 100 or above Sarco, we'll take that instead of the baryonyx, but so far, no luck in the Sarco hunt. Alright, I want to get off of Tanner here and turn off his harvesting, as we are about to tear down so many trees we're not even going to know what to do with ourselves. So let's just go into options. Or is it behavior? No. Ordering groups. Harvest settings. There we go. Disable resource harvesting. All right, so let's go ahead and dump the wood, dump the hide. I'll take the fish meat. Dump everything that's going to weigh us down. We'll keep the trank arrows for when we have to tame things underwater. And then 51 more arrows. I really don't need them. Prime meat. Might as well hold on to it. Actually, I'll just take half and then we'll dump it. All right, and then you've got your berries. Not going to keep the narco berries. Okay. So we should be nice and nimble. And now we don't have to worry about picking up a bunch of crap in the water as we're plowing through here. All right, we got a... Ooh, Dimetrodon. Love Dimetrodons. I think they're so cool. It's a real shame that I haven't tamed more of them because I really do think they're cool creatures. Level 24 female Sarco. Not what we're looking for. And I know there's piranhas hanging out in the water. All right, just have to watch for the Sallies. What are we looking at here? What are we looking at? Level 20 Sarco. All right. Has anyone seen baryonyx? Kind of surprised. You usually see them trotting around in this area. Anybody? Barry? Oh, super piranha. Let's go. Come on, baby. Where are you at? I don't got too much more time, Barry. All right, we gotta find you. I gotta take my dog outside before Monty gets here, because once Monty gets here to meet her, she's gonna be like, oh, new person, pee everywhere. And then Jacob pick it up, and I'll be like, well, I kind of have to, don't I? And then I'll pick it all up, and I'll love her. But if I can get her to not pee over everything, that would be glorious. And I see her eyes starting to flicker awake, almost as if an engine is trying to start and just can't quite get going yet. Oh, come on, be good, please. Does that say 4, level 4? You gotta be kidding me. Petey. Come on, man. That was such a cool looking baryonyx, dude. That would have been a sweet tame. What a shame. Excuse me, everybody. Coming through. Let's see. I see more frogs. That's always great. All right, I think that's a Sarco dead ahead. 28. And then I saw another Sarco over here somewhere. Oh. Wow, these piranhas just don't know when to quit. Oh, there's a Baryonyx. Ooh, and it's a pretty one. Come on, baby. Be good, be good, be good. Level 40. Come on, man. You look so cool. Watch. The high-level Baryonyx we find is going to be like gray and brown. It just always seems to work out that way. All right, we got a Sarco. 2 Sarcos making their way to murder a Snaky. And they both suck. Okay. They got the Sarcos. So we increase the chances of a Baryonyx spawn as we come back through this way. And once we get out of this area, we are going to call it for the episode. All right, Sarco, kill the piece of buffo. Barry! Barry! Another Sarco. Ooh, even though it's just gray and brown like I was talking about, that's actually a pretty cool looking Sarco. I like it. All right, I'm actually finding right now, as I'm talking about needing to take my dog out to go to the bathroom, I'm actually finding I need to. So let's get to a safe spot and call it an episode, because I think my dog and I are both gonna have an accident. But hey, today we accomplished the impossible, but totally possible, beating the Brood Mother, which we kind of knew was gonna go well, but we did lose people this time, and the previous time, so the episode that I lost, we didn't lose anybody, but this time we lost 3 brave souls. We lost our trike. We lost our... Crap, what was the other one? Carl. It was Carl. It was our Carno. We lost our Carno. Requiescatem pace Carl. Yeah, that's a bummer. I really liked Carl. He was really good for caves too, but our Baryonyx will replace him and be mightier than Carl ever was. At least, you know, in theory. But that's where we're gonna end the episode today. Oh, and we lost Tan, the original Tanner. But hey, you win some, you lose some. He is really preoccupied with what's going on over there. But that's okay. We're just gonna focus up and in the episode. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please go ahead and hit the like button. And don't forget to subscribe for more ARK content every single day. Sarah and I are going to try really, really hard, even with this new puppy, running amok in our house to get you guys daily ARK videos with no hiccup or interruption in that flow. So be sure to be subscribed, and we will see all of you on the flip side.